Raila Odinga, a seasoned Kenyan politician and former Prime Minister, has emerged as a leading contender for the African Union Commission (AUC) chairpersonship. Known for his unwavering commitment to Pan-Africanism, Raila has centered his campaign on addressing Africa's marginalization in global governance, fostering regional trade, and strengthening the continent's security framework. His bold proposals, including securing 2 permanent United Nations Security Council seats for Africa, have positioned him as a visionary leader advocating for Africa's rightful place in the global order. Welcome back to my YouTube channel if you are new here. I am your one and only guy Brovin Omondi, who brings to you real news updates in real time. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content and news updates like this. So let's dive into our topic today. Raila Odinga's journey toward the African Union Commission (AUC) chairperson position is deeply rooted in his lifelong commitment to Pan-Africanism and his vision for a stronger, more united continent. The veteran Kenyan politician, renowned for his advocacy for African unity and global representation, officially launched his campaign on August 27, 2024 at State House in Nairobi. During this momentous event, Raila emphasized the need for Africa to break free from its historical marginalization in global governance. He pledged to champion the continent's interests on the international stage, particularly by addressing its exclusion from critical decision-making platforms such as the United Nations Security Council (UNSC). Raila's campaign was anchored on the glaring inequity in global representation. Despite Africa's 55 sovereign nations and its significant contributions to global peace, security, and resources, the continent has no permanent seat on the UNSC. By contrast, Europe, with fewer countries, holds 3 permanent seats. Raila termed this imbalance unjust and unacceptable, promising to push for 2 permanent seats with veto powers for Africa. He argued that Africa's absence in global decision-making bodies perpetuates inequality, leaving its interests inadequately represented on matters that often disproportionately affect the continent. In the months following his campaign launch, Raila embarked on an extensive tour across the continent, rallying support from leaders, intellectuals, and citizens. His message was clear: Africa must take its rightful place in the global order while addressing internal challenges such as regional trade and security. He advocated for removing barriers to inter-African trade, highlighting the potential of the continent's young and rapidly growing population. With the African population projected to double by 2050, Raila envisioned a transformed domestic market driving economic growth and reducing dependency on foreign aid. On December 13, 2024, Raila participated in Mjadala Afrika, a high-stakes debate in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, for candidates vying for the AUC chairperson position. This platform gave Raila the opportunity to articulate his vision and distinguish himself from his competitors, Ali Yusuf of Djibouti and Richard Randriamandrato of Madagascar. During the debate, Raila reiterated his pledge to secure permanent UNSC representation for Africa, stressing that the continent's exclusion was both unjustifiable and detrimental to global decision-making. We are a continent of 55 sovereign nations, yet we have no voice in the most important global decision-making body. Representation with veto powers is a must for Africa, he stated. In addition to UNSC representation, Raila highlighted the critical need for enhancing inter-African trade. He argued that Africa's economic transformation depends on its ability to unlock the potential of its domestic markets, process its natural resources, and trade within the continent. Raila proposed policies to reduce tariffs, harmonize regulations, and improve infrastructure to facilitate trade among African countries. His vision resonated with many, thus it aligned with the continent's broader aspirations for self-reliance and economic empowerment. Security was another key focus of Raila's campaign. He underscored the importance of a strong African standby force to address regional conflicts without over-reliance on foreign military interventions. He also called for greater regional unity in addressing peace and security challenges, emphasizing that fragmented efforts undermine stability and development. Raila's competitors, Yusuf and Randriamandreto, also presented compelling visions for Africa. Yusuf advocated for increased resources for regional security initiatives, warning that disunity among neighboring countries compromises peace. Randriamandreto emphasized the need for African nations to take charge of their internal security while opposing the presence of foreign military bases, which he argued could become sources of conflict. Despite their differing approaches, all candidates agreed on the necessity of Africa gaining permanent UNSC seats. The debate also delved into broader issues of regional trade, governance, and Africa's global positioning. Raila called for a united front among African nations to tackle shared challenges such as poverty, corruption, and climate change. He stressed that Africa's path to self-determination lies in its ability to address internal issues collectively while asserting its independence on the global stage. With elections for the AUC chairperson position scheduled for February 2025, Raila's campaign has positioned him as a strong contender. His vision for a more influential, united, and prosperous Africa has resonated widely, making him a leading voice in the race. If elected, Raila's leadership could mark a turning point for Africa, potentially ushering in an era of greater global recognition and internal progress. His bold proposals, from UNSC representation to economic integration, reflect a lifelong dedication to the ideals of Pan-Africanism and the empowerment of the continent. In conclusion, Raila Odinga's bid for the African Union Commission chairpersonship embodies a bold vision for Africa's future, one rooted in unity, self-reliance, and global equity. His campaign has not only reignited conversations about Africa's representation in global governance but also highlighted pressing issues such as regional trade and security. By advocating for 2 permanent United Nations Security Council seats for Africa and championing inter-African collaboration, Raila has positioned himself as a leader ready to tackle the continent's most pressing challenges. As the February 2025 elections approach, his ideas have struck a chord across the continent, reflecting Africa's growing desire for transformative leadership. Should he ascend to this pivotal role, Raila's leadership could redefine Africa's standing on the global stage and lay the groundwork for a more inclusive and empowered future for the continent. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps this channel grow and reach more amazing viewers like you. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about today's topic or what content you'd like to see next. Your feedback means the world to me and helps shape future videos. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on new uploads. Thanks for being part of this community, and I'll see you in the next one. I am your guy Brovin Omondi.